Supports are the backbone of every team, and we have quite a few to pick from in Grand Summoners. Well, I mean, of course you gotta pull them first, then you can actually pick from them all, right? But I mean, they're all here. But with the return of Fairy Tail, we actually got a rerun of a support that came out about a year ago that was really the talk of the town for a while, and I feel like she kind of fizzled out a little bit, and that was Lucy. Which, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really know how I personally feel about her anymore. I think that what she does for the team is very good, but the fact that she's limited on certain aspects of her kit really sucks. Either way, I want to revisit this character, check out her buffs, and see how I feel nowadays, or do I still feel kind of like 50-50 on her? Oh yeah, huge shout out to my man Caleb as well for allowing me to do this showcase. As you see with the abilities here, we have Dark Killer level 4. This gives you damage to dark enemies 20% up. We also have Fighter Spirit level 2. This gives you Art Gauge 2 up when taking damage for 10% of your max HP. And we have Celestial Wizard. This is her unique passive. She gets attack and damage 50% up when HP is 80% or more. In terms of her kit, it's very supportive like and has some damage ups here and there. We have her skill that's able to reduce the enemy's attack by 10%. We have her art that's able to buff up magic damage by 30% every time it's used, up to a maximum of 150%. By the way, this is a permanent magic damage buff, which is very strong. And we have her true art, Gate of the Lion. This is a 50,000% modifier now. Previously, I think it was 45k. It's able to also give everyone 100% crit rate for 20 seconds. Before, this duration was 15, and it autofills everybody's art gauge based on the number of light units for 20 seconds. In terms of her slots, we have 5-star magic, 5-star support, and a 4-star heal. 5-star magic, I'm going to be highly recommending stuff like Alma's Hat, or True Exceeds X, or Victoria's Katsu. Anything that's going to be giving you magic damage and art gauge, or just art gauge in general, is very strong. In terms of 5-star support, anything that's an AoE Archon item. If you don't have an AoE Archon item, Lesser Demon Heart, Optima Raid, stuff like that, also very solid. The 4-star heal, this is really up to you, but anything that's a burst heal, the 4-star heal from Victoria's event, or some type of cleanse like Keratos would be really good. I want to say that Equipment CT definitely takes the cake. As for the second one that you can get on her, since he is, you know, a free Luck 120 unit, I actually have no clue. Like, I think that you could go attack up like Caleb did here just for some extra damage, and she does give herself that 50% attack and damage buff when she's above 80% HP, so that will help with her damage. I think you could also maybe go art gauge up just to kind of jumpstart her and kind of get her a little bit closer into going into her true art or her art, whichever one you're trying to prioritize. And after that, I think it's really just whatever else you want. Like, I don't think this character can really get anything more to improve her gameplay once you obtain an equipment CT down crest on her. Now, we have seen her animations before, but let's check them out one more time. I think I remember these quite a bit. We have her whip attack there. I don't remember what I gave her last time. It may have been like a 7 or an 8. I really like the skill. This looks crazy. I actually liked it a lot. We have the art here, which summons the mermaid. And then, yeah, you know, it looks good. It looks good. She falls straight on her face. A lot of character with that, right? And then we have the true art, which I don't know. I think that the true art is kind of a little bit 50-50. I kind of like it. I think it has a lot to it, a lot of flair, but, you know, it's all right. I think it could be a little bit crazier, but I always say that about the true arts. I hold them to a very high standard when it comes to doing these true art animations, since for right now, that's like the character's ultimate attacks. I think our animations are very good. I don't know what I gave her last time, probably like an 8, I'm assuming, so yeah, I'm probably just going to stay the same. All right, and this is the team we're actually going to be running here. We're going to be fighting Emmy. Also, you notice not everyone on this team is actually magic. We do have a Lysistina here, because I feel like we're going to need some healing. And I think the last time that Lucy actually came out, was Emmy here? I don't know if Emmy was actually a boss shit or not. She might have been. So here we have everybody going with the art gauge already. We have Juno going off, and I think that Lysistina would be enough to kind of save this team. I'm hoping, at least. The main thing about Lucy, I want to say, that I kind of like is that she's really potent as this light support character, but I think it's really weird because you kind of have a little bit of a mental block a little bit whenever you use Lucy, because you want to use characters that are light, but you also want to use characters that are magic damage dealers, since you want, you know, characters to benefit from Lucy's art as well, but sometimes it's a little bit hard to do. So I think that having a character like this is good. I think that she's very strong. It's just, you got to kind of like deal with that, because sometimes you maybe want to use like Emperor, and you're just like, well, he's not a magic damage dealer. Like in this situation, I want to use Lysistina, but she's not benefiting the team. Oh, can Juno survive this? No, she's definitely not surviving that. Even though she's at full HP, she's not going to be able to survive. Yeah. Free crystals, though. Free crystals. Screw it. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with that. It's weird whenever it comes to Lucy, man, because you want to use a magic character, but you also want to use a light character, but then you may not have a lot of light magic characters, so it's like, oh, what do I do? Do you just use regular light characters? And what the heck? I'm thoroughly surprised. I really am. I am actually kind of shook about that. What the hell? I guess that modifier buff plus the attack and damage buff really goes a long way instead of Juno's just 100% damage buff. Let's try another fight real quick, see what we can do. Also, I keep telling myself, but every time I do one of these videos and I use a character that really benefits from like a mono light setup, I'm like, dude, I need to have all the light relics like fully maxed out. I almost have all of the light relics, but yeah, dude, I need to get all of them so I can actually put them on and just see like how crazy it is whenever you do that. Because I've heard people say some mono teams get stupidly strong. But yeah, like I think this team is possibly one of the better teams that you can use with her, like the Miranda, the Juno, Mako, or like, you know, some other type of support character. Another thing is too that I haven't tried yet, but maybe we could try, or maybe it's just like a food for thought kind of idea, is that you could possibly use maybe 3 light units and then 1 character of like a different element if you wanted to. Since if you want to build more so for the magic damage, you can, or if you want to try to build for both, you can, or if you just want to build her straight as an Archgener, you know, you can kind of build a team around her like that. It's just very weird, man. There's a lot of like micromanaging you have to do whenever you use Lucy, and I think for some people it's just more so an annoyance than anything. Let's see how much damage we do. I remember last time this dealt like quite a bit. Yep, that seems about right, at least in terms of what I remember. Once she actually puts up this barrier right here, I think that I can just insta-kill her. We can actually insta-kill her with Mako and everybody else. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's big damage. Oh yeah, it's massive damage. Here we go again with Lucy, and yeah, I mean, I think what's most impressive is the fact that she's able to keep up in terms of damage. But yeah, just building around and trying to like formulate a team that is both light damage dealers and also magic damage, I think can be really hard for some people. You should probably just prioritize building more so a light team than even factoring in like the magic damage part of her kit if you had to pick one or the other, just because she's able to give your entire team Arch Gauge, and she's also giving your entire team crit rate as well. So if you had to pick one, I think building into the light team would probably be for the best. Because trying to like mid-max like this and go both light and magic, I think is kind of conflicting at times. It makes you use units where maybe you don't want to use those units and you'd rather just use other characters instead. Either way though, that's going to be it for this video, man. Thank you all again for coming out. It's been your boy P. Huge shout out to my man Caleb for allowing me to do the showcase. Let me know what you guys think about Lucy down below, or if you guys are an advocate Lucy enjoyer, let me know what type of teams you guys come up with down there as well, because maybe there's a team out there that I'm not seeing or just not thinking of at the moment. But either way though, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you all again for coming out, and last but not least, you guys already know, don't forget to drink water.